Okay, so coming on up nice and tall, so just standing on up. Let's start with the shoulders, so just relax the arms and let's just have a nice big shoulder roll. So we're going to do some upper body work with weights. We're going to work the chest, the back, the shoulders, absolutely everything. Let's have a nice big shoulder roll, so just keeping that going, keep it rolling round. And again, that's it, so stretch it, stretch it. Good, so try a couple more there. Lovely. And again, so if you try one more, then if you take one hand to the shoulder and just roll that arm round, so open out that shoulder joint, lovely. And then changing arms, so just roll it round. Good, so we're going to really open out those shoulders before we use any weights. Then if you bring the hands together and roll it together. Good, and again, that's it, lift and roll. Fantastic, and again, roll it, roll it. Lovely, try a couple more here. And then bring the hands out and we lift and lower. So lift up, so you've got that nice big stretch up. Oh, and again, lift it, lift it. Fantastic, try a couple more here, so that's the shoulders. Then bring the hands down, we rotate side and center, side and center. So rotating it round, lovely. Go again, that's it, little turn. Try one more on each side here. Then bring it back to center, a little knee lift and a little stretch with the hands. Good, so lifting that up, so keeping that going, so side to side, lift it, squeezing those abs in, good, lift, try one more, then a little lift to the side, so you're taking the hand out, taking the leg out, so you're working through the shoulders and the back. Good, and again, so slow and steady, fantastic. Try one more on each side here. And then a little squeeze back behind, lift and lower, lift up. Good, so you've got that little squeeze in the abs, working the lower back and the glutes. So giving everything a nice big stretch out. Try one more on each side here. Then bring the hands to the hips and a little push, side to side. So you've got that little stretch down. So that little lean, and again, just keep that going. Lovely. Here we go. For 4, 3, then coming back to the shoulders, just roll them round. Oh, and again, that's it. Nice big shoulder roll. So lifting up nice and tall. So going to get those shoulders really warm. Good. Try one more here. Then bring one hand up and roll it from there. So really open out that shoulder joint. Good. Try one more. And then changing sides, roll it round. Perfect. And again, that's it. Lift and roll. And then let's try both hands together, roll it round. Oh, and again, great big stretch. Perfect. Keep that going. Lift it, lift it. Lovely. Couple more here. Then staying with the shoulders, take the hands down and we lift and lower. Oh, so you've got that big stretch going up. So over the head, that little B-W type stretch. Lift, and again, good. Try one more. Then bring the hands down and we rotate. So we're going for the waist and the back, so that nice big stretch out. Good, keeping that going. And again, little turn. Try one more on each side here. And then let's have a little side bend. Down we go. So staying with that waist and back. So you're pushing the fingertips down to the floor. Good. And again, so lean. Lean. Try one more on each side here. And then the knee lift and the shoulder press. Lift up. Lift up. So you've got the squeeze in the abdominal muscles. Lift it, lift it. Good. And again, stretching up. So really working the shoulders and the legs. Good. Try one more. And then out to the side. Lift up. lift up, and again, that's it. So working through those joints. Lovely. Keep going, lift up. Good. Try a couple more here. And then taking it back behind, big stretch, lift up. Lift up. Good. So stay with this. Big stretch out, reach. Good. Try a couple more. Last one. Then bring the hands onto the hips and a little stretch side to side. So you're really stretching it out there. So keeping that going, that nice big stretch side to side. Good. Go again for 4, 3, then hands on the thighs and we go down to the knees and then we lift up. So just slow and steady. So you've got that stretch through the back. Down we go and lift up. Good. Try one more here. And then back to the shoulders. Come on up, open the arms and take it wide. And then bring it forwards with a big stretch. And then take it wide with that big stretch. And then bring it down. Big, big stretch. Try one more. Then opening the arms wide and you have a little tap across. So one arm is staying still and stretched out. And the other arm is rotating through that waist and back. So that little stretch, so you're really working through the waist and the back here. Good, try one more. And then changing sides, little tap. Little tap. And again, that's it. Reach across. Keep going. Rotate it round. So opening out the shoulder joint. Try one more here. Then bring it back and then forwards and take it back. Big stretch. Forwards and back. And again, good. Stretch it. That's it. Try one more here. Stretch. Then bringing it back. Your right leg, just a lift. So staying on that right leg. So we're working through the hips and thighs. We've got a little bit of balance work. So lift up. Good. And again, that's it. Lift. And then changing legs. Lift up. Good. So squeeze those abdominal muscles in. Lift it. Perfect. And again, lift up. Keep going. Lift up. And then a little squeeze behind. So changing legs. And you're taking that leg behind you. You're working your lower back. Good. And again, so lift it. Big stretch out there. Reach. Try one more, then changing legs. Lift it. Good. So keeping that going. Bracing those abdominal muscles. Excellent. And again, so working on that core. Try one more. Bring it down, then lift your hands to the side. Nice and slowly, we come across and back. So it's abs and back you're working now. So that big sweeping action to the side. So if you try one more here on this side, and then bring it back up, and then changing sides. So you bring it down, sweep it across. Good. Lovely. So try 2 more there. Fantastic. Last one. And then take the hands up and that little lean side to side. So, back to those abdominal muscles again. Good. That big stretch. Down we go. Side to side. Brilliant. And again, for 4, 3, then let's rotate it round. So you bring it in and in. So really going through that lower back now. Perfect. Good. So that little rotation, round we go. Good. Try a couple more here. Then bring it back, hands down, and roll out those shoulders again. Good. So great big shoulder roll. Fantastic. So keeping that going. So bringing the shoulders right up to the ear. Good. Try one more there. Then bring it down. One hand up. Let's have that big shoulder roll. Good. And again, lift it. And then bring it down, changing sides. So lift up and rotate it round. Good, great big stretch. And then let's try both arms together, roll it round. Oh, and again, good lift. And then taking the hands to the side and we lift and lower. Lift up, good, so great big stretch. So keeping that going, here we go for 4, 3, 2 more. Last one, then bring the hands to center and that rotation round. So you've got a great big stretch there, side to side. Then a side bend, so we're working through the waist. Good, and again, side to side. Lovely, nearly done here, so stretch it, stretch it. Try one more on each side. And then a knee lift and a shoulder press. So right leg and then the left. So going side to side, lift it, lift it. Fabulous. And again, so lifting up to the ceiling. Good, try a couple more here. So that's up in front. And then out to the side, lift and lower. Lift and lower, that's it. Great big stretch. Good, and again, side to side. Try one more on each side here, and then taking the leg back behind, lift up, that's it. So you're going through the lower back, through the glutes. Good, and again, side to side. Try one more on each side here. Then bringing the hands onto the hips, down we go. So great big stretch. Fantastic. And again, that little lean. Good. Push it side to side. Fabulous. And again, for 4, 3, then hands on the thighs, and we just gently come down to the knees and then lifting up. So we're giving your back a stretch now. So gently coming down. Good. Rolling it forwards. Lovely. Try one more here. Then coming on up, your right leg, lift up, and same leg again. So we're just working on that balance, working on that core, lift it, lift it. Good, try one more on that leg, and then changing legs, lift up. So balance and core stability, lift it. Lovely, and again, that's it, lift up. Good, so try another one here, and then bring it down and out to the side, lift up, same leg again, lift, good, lift, and then changing legs, so other side, lift up, so really going through your hips, working on that balance, and then changing legs, taking it behind, lift up, so this is your lower back and your glutes, lift, and then changing legs, other leg, lift it. Good, and again, squeeze. Try one more, bring it down, and then both hands come up and really open up through the shoulder joint. Brilliant, and again, lift it. Then if you bring your hands together, take a breath in, exhale, drop the head, and have a great big back and shoulder stretch. And then take the hands out, and stretch it there. Then bring the arms down, have a little bit of a shoulder roll. So if you'd like to have a drink, and if you'd like to take hold of your weight, so if you'd like to use some weights, you just need baked bean tins, water bottles, anything like that is fine. Okay, so shoulders, tummies, backs, absolutely everything. So if you just start off just with your palms facing backwards, you're lifting up nice and tall. You got a big squeeze in the abdominal muscles. And what we do, just a little push back. So this is your triceps and your shoulders that you're working here. So you've got that little squeeze, push it back. And again, that's it. Squeeze it. Perfect. Keep that going. So that little push back behind. Lovely. Go again, squeeze it. Let's try a couple more here. And then let's bring the hands up. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a little bend in the elbow and you're up nice and tall. 1, 2, 3. Then this time we hold the hands up, little bend in the elbows, and we're going to bring the elbows in, down and lift, down. So this is your VW move. So you're squeezing your elbows back and you're pushing the arms overhead. And again, try one more. Then bring the arms all the way down and a little push side to side. So that's your waist and your back is having a nice big stretch. And again, so just adds a little bit more resistance when you've got the weights. Perfect. Then bring it back to center, hands to the thighs, and we go 1, 2, 3. So you're stretching out down to the knees. Perfect. And again, that's it. Bring it down. So try one more here. Then bring it back to center. Lift up. Let's squeeze the arms back, back and in. So squeeze those abdominal muscles in. Good. And again, keep that going. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Good. Oh, nice and tall. And then taking the arms over the head. So it's a lift, lift, lower, lower. That's it. Lift up. Good. And again, lift it, lift it. Fantastic. Try one more there. Then bringing the arms up. Just hold them there and squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Good, good, good. Oh, keep that going, keep that going. Squeeze. Let's do 4 more of these. Get your shoulders in. So for 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Then bring it down and a little push side to side. Fantastic. Lean. So keeping that going. Here we go. For your back, stretch it out. Nearly done here. For 4, 3. Then if you bring it to center and down to the knees and then lift up. That's it. So down to the knees. Fantastic. And again, bring it down. Lift up. So keeping that going. That nice big stretch. Good. So try a couple more here. So that's for your back. So we're going to do a little bit more core work now. So come on up. So if you take your right leg back, and we're going to have a little squeeze for 2. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift, lift. It's much harder on a mat. So we lift up. Then option with the arms is to try taking your hands in front of you. So it's really slow and really controlled. That's it. Lift, lift. Good. So keeping this going. Let's try 4 more on this leg. So you're really getting into your lower back and your glutes. Lift up. So brace those abs. Good. Try 2 more. Lift it, lift it. Good. 1 more of these. And then bring it back, hands to the thighs, to the knees. So just bring it down and then lift up. So we're going to get that little stretch in your back before we go again. And again, that's it. Down we go. Good. Try 1 more here. Then bring it back up. Other leg. Let's just start with a little lift. So you're just squeezing that leg. So lift up. Then option is to add the arms. Lift, lift, lower. So you're really having to brace the core. Looking in front of you, lifting up. Good. And again, lift. So stay with it. Let's do 4 more here. Lift, lift, lower. And again, good. Lift it up. So really working through your lower abs. Lift up. Good. Try 1 more here. Lift. Then bring the hands to the thighs for 2, down to the knees, and lift up. So you can really feel that in the lower back, that one. Good, so give it a big stretch. So obviously now we're coming forwards. So we're going to take an opposite direction. Bring your hands to your thighs. We lift up. 1, 2, 3, and then changing sides. Lift it, lift it. Good, and again, so lift up nice and tall. Lovely, try another one here, lift up, and then just try both hands together. So it's a 1, 2, 3. So you're really squeezing, lift up. Fantastic, and again, lift it, lift it. Lovely, try one more here. And then bring the weights down. If you take one foot back behind you and a little kick. Now, if you want to put the weights down and you want to hold on to something, that's absolutely fine. So let's just get going with that leg to the side. So do get rid of the weights and hold on if you need to, or an option is to take out to the side. So you're balancing on one leg. Good, and you've got a side raise with the arms. Perfect, and again, try one more, and then changing legs. So it's a lift up, little kick to the side. So you're nice and balanced on that leg. But if you need to get rid of those weights, go for it. Oh, fabulous. And again, try one more. Now changing legs, knee lift, and changing legs. So we're going side to side with this one. So lift up, good, and again, lift it, lift it. Fantastic. Try one more on each side here. Then bringing it down, weights to the thighs. Let's give that back a stretch. Really good to give that back a nice big stretch out. Good, and again, so bring it down. So let's try a couple more here. Lovely, last one. And then let's go back to lifting that leg, but this time let's try opposite sides. So if you bring one arm in or just relax it by the hip, and opposites, so opposite hand to leg, and bring it down. So you've got that opposite side, so you're just letting one weight hang down, which is just challenging your balance a little bit more. So squeeze those abs in. Well done. And again, stretch it, stretch it. Good, try one more. And then changing sides. So opposite hand to leg. You've got that great big stretch there. So your lower back, your glutes. Lovely. Try one more of these. So really working on that core. Then bring it down. Have a little bit of a shoulder roll. Then taking one foot back. Little lift to the side again. An option of the side raise with the arms. That's it. Good. So lift it, lift it. Fantastic. Good. So squeeze those abdominal muscles in, keeping this one going. Lovely. Or try one more. Then bring it down, changing legs. Good. So nice big stretch there. And again, lift it, stretch it, stretch it. Lovely. So try one more. Then let's give back a stretch, bring it down, hands to the thighs, taking the weights to the knees, give that back big stretch out. Lovely. And again, so try another one forwards. Then lifting up, weights to the thighs, and we lean back. 1, 2, so we're just taking the back in the opposite direction. Lift it, lift it. Good. And again, lift up. Lovely. One more time. Then come on down. Now to really challenge your balance, we're going to take one leg back again and have a little squeeze. So take that leg back, just balance with the arms, and we pulse, lift, lift, lift. So you're bracing those abdominal muscles, really working those glutes. Fantastic. Keep that going. Lift, lift, lift. Nearly done for 4, 3, 2, then down and changing legs. Other foot back, brace with the arms and lift, lift. So your weight's going to be pulling you forward slightly, so you're working that core a little bit harder. Good, good, good. Lift it, lift it. Nearly done here. That's it. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Perfect. And again for 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down and give it a little bit of a march there. So just stretch out through the feet, and stretching through the backs of the legs. That's lovely. So stretch it there. So that's a lot for your legs and your lower back. Let's go back to the arms. So bring the feet down, arms back, and that little push. So you're coming up nice and tall. Good. And again, squeeze it, lift it, lift it. Lovely. That's it, kid. And then taking the hands up. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your chest and your shoulders. Lift up. Good. And again, lift it, lift it. Then if you bring your weights to your side and a little push from here. It's that little side bend. Lift it, lift it. Lovely. And again, that's it. So down we go. Really stretching. Nearly done for 4, 3. Then bring it back to center. We push one arm back and one arm over the head, and then changing sides. So you're pushing back. So you've got one arm lifting and one arm pushing. Oh, keeping that going. That great big stretch. Lovely. Lift it. And again, stretch up. Good. So let's try one more on each side. So lift up. Last one. And then bring both arms down. Weights to thighs, to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. So stretching out that back. Lovely. And again, bring it down. Try one more here. Good. And then one hand at a time we lift up. 1, 2, 3. And again, lift it. Good. So try one more on each side as a single. So that little lean back. And again. And then let's try both hands together. So it's a lift, lower. Oh. Big stretch up. Lift it. Try one more here. Fantastic. And then have a little bit of a roll and just pop those weights to one side. And we make sure we give everything a big stretch out. So just coming up, bringing both hands to the shoulders. And let's have that great big shoulder roll. So we're going to give it a big stretch there. Lovely. So roll it round, big stretch. And then bringing it back. And if you can, stretch the hands over the head. So you're really working through those shoulders. Good. So if you bring it up, and then if you take the arms wide, so have a stretch there, and then bring one arm in, and then with the other hand, give it a little bit of a squeeze. So you're squeezing it there, big stretch. Nice deep breaths. And then bring it down and changing sides. So you bring the other arm in and then have a little bit of a stretch there. So you're relaxed in your shoulder. Good. And then bring it back again. Open the chest, big stretch out. Then take the hands together, have a big breath in. Inhale, exhale, drop the head. So stretch it there. Lovely. So stay there with that stretch. And then nice and slowly coming on up. So hands overhead. Then take one hand down and have a little bit of a lean to the side. So you've got a nice big stretch out. Good. And then bring it back. So changing sides, lift and lean. So you're getting a really big stretch in the waist. Stay there. Then bring it back. Have a little bit of a roll. Then bring the feet in slightly. If you come forward, so you've got your hands just by your knees. And then have a little rotation, side to side. So you've got that big stretch there. Good. And then bring it back to center and slowly curl up. Then taking the hands up, lift up. Oh, big stretch. And then take one hand down again. And that great big stretch down to the side. Then bring it back, changing sides, lift and lean. And then bring it back. Lovely. And then sink down, take the hands up to the ceiling, have a really big stretch. And then one more time, sink down, lift up. Big stretch there, reach, And then take one hand down, take the other hand down, and give yourselves a big clap. Well done.